What is going on, everybody watching the replay? We are a couple minutes before EA is about to kick off what I think is going to be the most important and awaited stream of the Madden Mobile 20 sneak peeks, where they are going to be talking about competitive game modes. So this one is exciting for me, and it looks like people are starting to come in. What is up, SBG? What is up, Dead Rider? What's up, Rivers? What's up, Noah? What's up, Cookie? Pick Six, Brett? DJB, guys, this is the one that we have been waiting for, competitive game modes. What's up, North? What's up, IMTJ? Welcome, 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 guys. What's up, Philip? Welcome. We are talking competitive game modes. Hopefully we get a nice, wonderful deep dive into League versus League, as well as head-to-head. And Pick Six, Brett, since you're here, hopefully they talk a little bit about maybe making competitive Overdrive better. I know you like the Overdrive game mode. I know it's going to be there. So what's up, King Evan? What's up, Andy? What's up, Michael? Jay the Baller? Bob West? Mateo? What's going on, guys? May notice something different. I have been working on rehabbing the hand. It's not 100%, but I no longer have to wear my brace a couple of weeks ahead of schedule. So I'm excited that I definitely will be able to play Madden Mobile when it comes out. And yes, Philip, you noticed I did get new glasses. I roughhoused with my son a lot, and my old glasses were like rimless on the bottom, and I can't tell you how many times I would get like a cut on my face because I'd be roughhousing and he'd like hit me with a pillow or something. And I decided, you know what, I just want ones that are not going to cut my face up. So I did get new glasses. But yeah, guys, it should be starting SBG, come on, man. I am patiently waiting for the new one. I am not only going to be streaming the day that the new one comes out, probably most of the day, but I am going right back to videos, breaking down all the new plays in the playbook, checking out everything the game has to offer, and getting back to giving you guys daily content on it. And Shaba, I agree. Welcome, man. This is the make or break live stream for Madden Mobile 20. This is either going to be the one that's going to get all of the competitive guys hopping around on, either Discord, Telegram, or whatever ones that they're using, talking about how excited or how not excited they are. So EA, you gotta hit this one out of the park, guys. You gotta hit this one out of the park, because if this comes out and everyone is excited about it, you are in a great position with Madden Mobile 20. And if I and others watching this are all kind of left with a big meh feeling, guys, I don't know, man. I don't know. I may have to just go straight console next year. But yeah, I need to see LVL. I want to see good rewards out of LVL. I know it's a pipe dream. I want to see replay in LVL. I think a lot of other people do too, but we'll see if we get that. Supposedly we had it at one point before I started playing. Why they would do away with that, I don't know, other than to maybe save money on server space. Yeah, that's it. Nah, Chris, they already said that Overdrive is going to be kind of a side mode, that it's not going to have any exclusive rewards. What I think that means is we're probably going to get live head-to-head back, right? Like regular head-to-head. And I would think that the rewards that can be obtained through Overdrive can probably be obtained through head-to-head or Overdrive, if I had to guess. So that basically you kind of have the option of head-to-head or Overdrive. I would be absolutely shocked if we don't get head-to-head back. Bryce, it'll probably come out as an upgrade or as an app update. So yes, you're definitely going to have to download something. It'll probably come out as an upgrade to the existing app, would be my guess. I think that's how it worked last time. That it's just an update. Because it's the same game, guys. It's the same game. It's just the next year's version of it. So, yeah. So, we got one more minute before they come back. If they add live head-to-head, you're quitting. Why? Head-to-head is something that has been, like, yeah, I mean, and why quit if it's just a game mode that you don't have to play. I kind of like that they're adding like a bunch of different things that like, you know, like I'm not gonna be excited about season mode. I mean, I may try it, but you know, it's season.
What's up, guys? I'm Jeff Parsley. I'm the community manager for Madden Mobile. We have a stream talking about competitive game modes today. I know that a lot of the members of the community are excited to learn what we have coming, especially for leagues.
You darn right we do, man.
Start with, we've got John Hartzell on the line
with
us. Thanks for coming
on
the stream, John.
Can you guys hear okay?
Yeah. So let's get a little background from you first. How long have you been at EA? How long have you been working on Madden? What do you do? Give us the skinny.
So I've been at EA for about a year, and on Madden Mobile, I'm a designer that mostly does live content. So a lot of the programs you see throughout the year are things that I've worked on.
So what sort of programs did you do this year? What do the people? What will the people like you for?
Yeah, they'll remember things like Color Clash, New Year's. Yeah, I did Pro Bowl as well, and Team of the Year. Among some
Versus?
Versus, yeah.
Versus,
Yep,
okay.
both Versus.
Very cool.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about, so Leagues has been a little bit of a hot button within the community because we've had kind of the same structure for many seasons now, and there's been like talk that, well, what are we going to do to improve Leagues? So talk a little bit about what do we have coming for Leagues?
Yeah.
What's new? Actually, and before we get into that, just want to let the viewers know.
Really?
We will be doing some giveaways later in the stream. We have one more stream coming up after this week, but it won't be next week. So next week is actually a break, and then we'll be back on the 25th for a mystery reveal and new captains and coaches. So just make sure it's tuned in for that, but not next week.
TJ,
Right,
I don't think
so
it's
let's
that
jump
it's
back into
glitchy.
it.
I think it's probably more
right back
they
into
don't have a
Leagues.
lot of the artwork
Tell us
done.
what's going on. What's new with Leagues this year? What sort of changes can we expect? Just give us a little breakdown. And I think we have one screenshot to jump into the hub. Let's start in the hub, and you can talk about what's going on.
Yeah, so we have a renewed focus on Leagues this year. Kind of fell on the wayside a little bit in previous years to focus on other features and improving the games in other areas. So this year, we're jumping right back into Leagues, adding some new features. As you can see here, things that really stands out immediately is the help request button. So one of the new features coming in 20 is the ability to help league mates accomplish things throughout the game. So you'll be able to ask for help to reduce the amount of currency or resources or cooldowns on various nodes and other things in the game, and your league mates will see you ask for help, and then you'll be able to help them and reduce things.
I think we talked about that in the Gauntlet stream.
Yes.
We kind of introduced that social help system, so this ties into Leagues. And I think we have a screen.
Guys, because we need help with live events,
maybe
right?
that we can
They're
show
so
that
hard.
what it'll look like.
Yep, so this is what it looks like when a league
not write it off yet.
asks for help, and you're able to contribute help to them, and that'll help them do whatever they're trying to do. Yeah.
Okay, so basically if I'm playing through an event, program of some sort, and there's a portion there where I can ask for help, my league mates will get this message. They can help me. It'll shorten the amount of time it takes me to get through that piece.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that's the league help piece. Now let's talk.
Better go deeper in Leagues.
Let's talk
than that,
league
man.
rewards. Let's go back to the hub screen and look at that. We've got a store there, and I know that talking to you, there's kind of a separation of the achievements and the actual store.
Yeah, so one thing we're doing a little bit different this year is instead of having like a whole program that is just the Leagues program. So last year, you probably remember Aces.
You mean League Aces was a failure?
League focus program.
Right.
This year, we are changing it up a bit and instead kind of redoing the economy for Leagues so that there is a store that you can go to, and through progressing in League achievements, doing League versus League, and like helping teammates, you get a currency called Geek Tokens, and that can be used in the League store to purchase things that will help you grow your team, grow your coin stack, get more stamina, gems, things like that. Things that are just universally useful.
Okay. And
the game. Yeah.
so the League Store is going to give the ability to purchase
Survival's
a
probably
variety of different
probably
items,
over.
not just players.
It's
Yes.
a screenshot, not
And
the actual
then,
game.
how does that tie in with the other competitive modes? Because I know that
Yeah.
we wanted more of a crossover where all the competitive modes kind of tied into the same type of
North,
structure.
that's probably also
Yes,
to the side.
so leagues are under the competitive.
You see, there's
umbrella
more.
for
If you look all the way at the edge,
20,
there's
so,
more tabs.
In the league store, you'll be able to use these league tokens, which you get from all the different league activities, to earn progress towards the head-to-head masters that'll be released periodically as the game goes
And
on.
I think we'll talk to Jeff Younger, who's coming on a little bit later in the stream, a little bit more about the head-to-head pieces there. And
There you go,
Overdrive
guys.
awards.
Head to head.
So
He's just
in
definitely
terms
not
of
that
leagues,
excited, SPG.
what other quality of life features can we expect for as far as like changes go? So I know that there were some small changes, but I think that they're going to be really helpful for people that have been in leagues for a long time.
Yeah, so a big one that is a help to leagues is it's a big thorn in the side when you have a good group of people together in a league and you've been playing together for a while, and then your commissioner might stop playing the game or is gone for an extended period of time. And so we've added a
None of the
feature that
competitive
allows you
leagues
to
have that problem.
Essentially swap
Literally
commissioners
none.
if your current commissioner.
I mean, I guess it's useful for
leaves
leagues
the
in
game
like the
or
10,000
is,
range.
gone
but-
for an extended period of time.
So you get like a prompt if they're inactive for a period of time. So I think we actually have a screen to show that as well. The commish screen. There we go.
Yep.
So it'll look something like this, where basically your commissioner is inactive for a long time. One of the admins in the league will get a prompt. Says, do you want to take over the commissioner role?
Yes.
Okay. Small quality of life change, but a big one. I know we've had some issues with that in the past. So what else can we, as far as like lineup stuff goes, I know the previous screen that we were just looking at is actually a lineup screen. I know that there's some changes coming as far as the lineups go.
Yeah, so the big thing that stands out on this screen immediately is the auto search toggle, where you'll be able to
That's a good quality of life.
basically auto queue for league versus league.
Okay.
So if you're currently in a league versus league and you turn this on, as soon as that one is over, you'll just you'll be put immediately back in the queue, and you'll just be
Hey, so
playing
no
right
more
away.
setting
If
alarms
you're
for
not in a
3
league versus
a.m.
league
to
at the
wake up
time,
and spin.
As soon as you
I like that.
use that toggle, you'll be put in queue, and then you'll go through the motions of that league versus league. Once that's done, it'll auto search the next one.
Gotcha. And
Guys,
as a
I like
member
see
of
how
that
it says
league, do I have the ability to
available.
set my
I
status
think
as
that means you can
available or
opt
not?
Yes,
out
so,
in the game. I'm hoping
your
that means they can
options, you'll be
opt
able to
out, not
set,
that it's just like a new member or
whether
something.
you're available or not available for league versus league, as well as on the manage lineup screen, and the I believe the commissioner can also
If you can
set,
be in and out right in game, that'd be
member
pretty.
status. So if you need more people to queue for a league versus league, you can do that.
Excellent. Well, those are some good changes. I know that being a former member of league, that those will be really helpful for the competitive leagues and the ones that are really active. So we talked a little bit about rewards. We talked about some of the quality of life stuff.
Typical.
I think one of the big things that we're noticing that's not on that
Not
HUD
much,
screen,
Nathan.
that at least that I noticed right away, was that survival's not there.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about what's going on there.
No survival.
So survivals, it will not be present at the beginning of this coming season.
Okay.
It won't be present
Now-
at the beginning.
As someone who played survival and I liked the idea, I didn't enjoy the actual survival, a lot of what was going on with it, and I think we had a lot of trouble with the rewards system for that as well, like the league bank and a lot of that stuff staying current. So are we redesigning that? Can we expect a return? Can we expect changes? What can we see potentially in the future? I know it's not coming at launch, but what will we see in the future for that?
Yeah, so we definitely took a step back in some areas on leagues, so we could kind of consolidate. What do we have? What can we
I
effectively
agree. I wasn't a fan of
maintain?
league
What can we
survival. It
make
was a bit of a chore.
really good
Because the
just to make
rewards
league
sucked. If it
experience
had good rewards, I don't
better.
think it would have been as much of a
So
chore.
part of what happened with that was survival got removed. And
Sounds about right, ML. We'll get it about 4 months before Madden
and
2020 or
With
20
league
Madden
survival,
21.
we are looking at ways to bring that back so it's better than it was before, more engaging, gives better rewards, is just an all-around better experience. But currently, that there is no date set for when that'll come back. We're still
Yeah,
So
Planet
you wanna
X,
make
it's
it-
always
working on
carry
it.
on.
Still-
Just stay
You
in
want to make
your
sure
league, you'll be in your league day
it's
one.
a good feature to implement.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Totally understand. So of what we've kept, I know one of the big things that me and you have talked about previously is that
Very
the
unlikely,
achievements
James.
this year were kind of
Use Discord for that.
They got completed quick, and
Yeah.
and the achievements didn't really match up with what we had in previous years. So what kind of sort of changes are coming as far as like league achievements?
Yeah, so a lot more variety in league achievements. Last year was kind of the same ones over and over again. This year, taking a lot of care and making sure that it's varied, it's tiered so that smaller leagues can still complete some achievements, but larger, more active leagues still get a lot of rewards for all
I
their
doubt they
effort
reversed that
throughout
North
the-
as much of
throughout
a
day
pain in the
and
neck
throughout a
that
week,
was.
to make sure that there's always something to contribute towards. There's always something that the league can strategize towards completing together.
So would they be ongoing achievements, or is it something where once you finish all
agree,
the
Shadow.
tiers, then
League
that's done,
seasons
you're
would
done
be
with the
pretty dope.
achievements?
Yeah, so there's daily and weekly achievements.
Okay.
Weekly will, of course, reset weekly, and then dailies will reset daily. So there will pretty much always be something that the league can
Something
do.
to work towards.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so we talked a little bit about the rewards and the achievements.
ML. He does something at EA.
In terms of
been there like a
leagues,
year.
I know that some of the other stuff that we've talked about, and I don't know if you can go into any more details. I know we've talked about potentially adding in more personalization features and things like that. We may not have that at launch, but I know maybe you can talk a little bit about what we're trying to get in there.
Yeah.
Two or three things now they've
behind
already
the scenes,
said
we've
that
been
they're not
working
going to have
on,
at launch.
some functionality to allow more customization of leagues, and then we've also been, working to maybe get some more avatars in the game. Might not
more
happen
avatars?
at launch, but
mean-
we're working on it.
And also not going to have it at launch.
Well, I know I'm really excited about it, and I think it's important to know too that a lot of the people in the community tend to think like, hey, they haven't made any changes, or these aren't the biggest changes. The important thing is that it's a big focus this year,
Yes.
is making leagues something that people are happy to go and interact with, and a very engaging mode. And
I like that
think
they're
that
agreeing that they're going to focus on it.
we're going to continue to see improvements throughout the season. It's not just a one and done at launch. If it's not there, you're not going to get it. These will be continued improvements throughout the season.
Would it be great
So
to
I
have
know
an
that
improved
you're
game
excited
at
about that,
launch?
something that you've taken on personally.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what you come up with there. What else from a league's perspective can you share? Do you want to share?
Let's see. Let's look at my list here real quick. I think we pretty much. Promoting leagues. So
Okay.
the commissioner or an admin will have the option to promote your league in the search list for leagues. So if you are actively looking for members, you can kind of promote your league up in the list so that you.
So how does that work? Are you do you pay like a currency to do that, or is it
no,
just?
it's on a cooldown, so you can't spam it.
Spam it, okay.
But say you're trying to drive up members.
I guess
and,
that's good for leagues
go
that have
options
issues
list and make
recruiting.
Sure your league gets bumped up in the search results a little bit.
Excellent.
So
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll get questions from the community on leagues. If you guys have them, ask them. We will get them answered in the Gridiron notes, which will go out tomorrow. So I'll make sure that we get those questions answered as many as we can. Let's do a quick giveaway before we bring Jeff Younger on. Since you have designed a lot of the most recent programs, I'm going to let you decide who we give away on the first giveaway.
okay, so we gotta do Reggie White, of course.
Reggie White, 110. Got it.
And then Britton Colquette, because he's a Browns.
What's that?
Britton Colquette. He's a Browns player. So
A Browns player?
yeah.
You're a
So
Browns
gotta go
fan?
with- Yes.
Okay. All right. So we got Reggie White, Britton Colquitt.
Let's see.
Give us two more.
Kyler Murray.
The new Kyler Murray.
The
Okay.
new Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Yes.
110.
And Quentin Nelson.
Okay. Done.
All right, so they're doing they're going to do a giveaway. So I'm going to keep them going in my ears so I can bring it back. But I'll chat with you guys while they're doing a giveaway. Their stream. It should be linked in my description if you're trying to find their stream, but it's twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL. That's a good question, Shaba. I can't imagine that they would put away defensive strategies.
We're gonna bring him back. We're gonna
All right,
talk.
so they're
other
done with the giveaway.
modes.
They're going to take a quick break and mic up a second guy who's coming on, who hopefully will not put us to sleep. I did almost nod off. I mean, I guess if he was the right guy to talk about it, I can't not. Maybe he was nervous. Maybe he's not used to being on camera. Maybe I take that for granted since I do the YouTube thing. And when I think back to it, when I first started doing this thing, I definitely wasn't as comfortable on camera as I am now. So maybe that's it. I don't want to do that. But yeah, I agree, Brian. They did not say anything really important that got me excited about leagues. Nothing about league seasons, nothing about league tournaments, nothing about replays that would let us identify cheating. I don't actually have my own Discord, IMTJ. I have so many things. My league uses Slack. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I mean, I gotta admit, so far they really didn't give us any useful information about League versus League, other than they said that they're going to focus on it. But League Survival is not going to be there on day one. They didn't really give, they basically gave things that are quality of life improvements for probably casual, non-competitive leagues.
We're back. We've got a new face with us. Well, not new. He was actually on.
Bro,
very.
You can't wear a green freaking shirt when you're on a green screen, dude.
This past season.
Green shirt on a green screen.
Green shirt on a green screen. It's great. It's see-through. This is incredible. We've got Jeff Younger.
I beat you guys
Jeff
to
Younger
it, though.
has been at EA for a long time. I'll let you talk a little bit about what you do, how long you've been here.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of an old hat here. I've been at EA for 7 years. First, I worked on NCAA Ultimate Team, personal favorite Ultimate Team. Following that, I worked on Madden a lot with Ultimate Team, and then with the competitive guys quite a bit. And about a year ago, just over a year ago, I moved over to Madden Mobile to help build out the competitive, identity of that game. So
really, a
that's
year
my
ago,
focus
built
now,
out the competitive.
providing balance, making sure there's a lot of ways to compete, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. So let's jump into it. So we talked leagues with John, and I know we're going to talk about ties into that.
Yep.
I guess first and foremost, we know Overdrive's coming back as its own mode. It's not going to be required, and I know that was a lot of concern in the community that we forced a lot of people into Overdrive in terms of progression and things like that. Let's get it out of the way. Can you talk about how the progression for like the rewards for Overdrive tie in with the other modes and why we're giving players more of a choice?
Sure. So the big thing about competition is that you need to feel comfortable how you're doing it, right? And if we force you to play Overdrive, a mode that's not traditional football, a lot of people have fun with it. Some people it just grates them the wrong way.
A lot of people did not have
so
fun
for us,
with
it was
Pick
important
Six,
to
Brett,
allow
and, like,
people to play
15 other people on the
competitively,
planet had fun
however
with it.
they feel most comfortable. And because of that, the rewards from our new arena mode, the rewards from Overdrive, and the rewards from League vs. League all contribute head-to-head tokens. And basically, those head-to-head tokens get you the best players in the game. So no matter how you're playing competitively, you're going to be able to unlock those guys.
So, okay, so the head-to-head token is basically one general currency that you're going to earn no matter how whether you play Overdrive, whether you play the head-to-head arena, or whether you play leagues.
That's correct.
So, okay, that makes things simple,
arena.
and I think it's nice.
You guys are
'cause,
questioning.
if I don't want to play by myself. I want to play just leagues.
They haven't talked about that yet.
Yep.
I can choose that. We've got a hub screen here, I think, just to show. We don't have a ton of stuff as far as the competitive. The Overdrive stuff is pretty much the same, so there's not a lot to show there. But the head-to-head arena, I know a lot of that, the artwork is still being laid out for that.
Yeah, I didn't want to show you
Arena,
guys
so it's basically
arena, not in
drive-based
its
head-to-head
full,
play. It's basically
final
just
form,
a
I guess.
renamed.
But I can talk about it a
Head-to-head.
bit. One thing to touch on Overdrive, just as a precursor. I know there was a lot of talk around the matchmaking around Overdrive. So what we've done this upcoming season, is we've kind of tried to focus matchmaking solely on your division and your fan count. So that's going to be the number one factor when you're matching up with people. That way it's less about the, trying to strive to get a 50-50 win rate. I know that's a big thing. So we've basically as long as you keep winning, you're going to keep playing guys with similar fan bases. And as you gain fans, you're going to play against people with more fan bases, which
Sorry, guys, I
in
gotta
general
ask
will mean
questions.
tougher matches.
Maybe they'll
But you
answer
should
my
start out
questions
with the
like
Wild
they
Wild
did
West,
once
and then as you go
before
throughout the season,
in
that's
their
pretty much it.
Okay.
follow-up.
So let's talk head-to-head arena, and I think I'm excited about this. It is somewhat similar to I think Blitz tournaments from this year, but talk about kind of what we're changing, how that's going to work.
So, with what we had as Blitz tournaments last year, we think we executed that feature in a good sense, but not to the best possibility, right? And also, we noticed that there wasn't really an actual home for traditional drive-based head-to-head.
Right.
So what we've done is we've converted Blitz tournaments into arena, and that's the place where you're going to go play your traditional drive-based head-to-head. It's going to be on a 2-week refresh, essentially, kind of like Overdrive. The weeks are staggered, the seasons, I guess. And basically, the same way you would have got milestones in Blitz tournaments, you're going to get milestones in head-to-head arena, but they're basically named after the divisions. So as you climb through and achieve different point values, you're going to get your Bronze 3-pack, you're going to get your Bronze 2-pack, all the way up to Hall of Fame.
Okay. So you're still going to have the same divisions on this 2-week cycle.
Yep.
And then you're going to do the drive base. As far as the matchmaking and that, how is that going to work?
So this one's similar. We wanted to do it just solely based off your merit. So if you win games, you're matching up against people with other people who've won games. It's going to be primarily matched. I think it's like a 85% weight on just how many wins you have in that 2-week period.
Okay.
So the games will get tougher as you go on, but that means the games are getting better.
Gotcha. And in terms of the head-to-head arena, is there going to be any sort of leaderboard functionality or anything like that in the future?
There better be.
So the one thing we're missing, I feel like we're missing, is we're not going to have leaderboards at launch. But that's
How do you
I'm
have a
fighting for,
competitive
trying to get our
mode
dev
with
time to
no
make sure we can
leaderboard?
Implement leaderboards in a way that's
How?
satisfactory.
How is it
Any
competitive if
mode,
there's
you need
no
to know where
leaderboard?
you stand
Who's
against
number
the
one,
rest,
right? That's
Bruh!
So that's a huge passion, huge something that I'm driving going forward. I don't have any dates or anything.
That's
but
like the
you
most
can rest
basic,
assured I'm pushing for that.
fundamental thing of
Well,
competition.
I think one of the interesting things that you do that a lot
Who
of
are you
people probably
competing
don't
with?
realize behind the scenes is game balance.
Oh yeah.
And that goes not just into Overdrive, but it's in all of the game modes. Can you talk a little bit about some of the balance changes that we've made coming up to this season in terms of like playbooks and
Sure.
things along those lines?
Bro, the chat.
So we have a very strong team that works on analytics on Madden Overdrive, I guess Madden Mobile. And they've actually helped this season put into place some really
I guess we all get
good views for us to
participation
kinda identify
trophies,
the health
guys.
of
We
different
all get
plays,
participation
different,
trophies.
schemes and strategies. So the big one that they came up with that partially both Jeff and I have looked at quite a bit is the individual play contribution. So the frequency of every play that's being run, how many yards on average it's getting,
Okay.
its performance versus different defensive plays, and
Yeah.
you can organize that by like against blitzes, against man coverage, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
So what we've done is we try to take the plays that are a little too overpowered and put them into more strategic packages. So hey, if I'm gonna put this with a specific coach towards the end of his leveling, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to earn your way up to get to that, and it gives you a little bit of a as you're grinding towards leveling that coach up.
So basically,
you
you're
kind
going
of
to
build
hide
your
all
whole
the good
strategy and team
good
in that same
plays
direction, knowing you're gonna get
behind
that
coaches.
Gotcha. Okay. So going after like the
Man, I
better
was so
plays
excited
in the
last week,
playbook
guys.
based on the coach that you want.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of game balance, I know that a big thing this year is the new scheme abilities, which are going to be available in all competitive game modes.
Correct.
Are we tuning the actual abilities based on the different modes? So I think, like, for instance, Overdrive is a little bit different than the traditional drive-based head-to-head.
So for certain mechanics, such as Impact, which is the Smash Mouth mechanic, there are things that we will tune based off the mode. Some of them don't make sense to be at the same rate. So the fill rate, for example, I think the threshold from which you can actually fire it off might be different in drive-based versus Overdrive. But other ones, such as the option, they're just kind of a binary, right? It's on or off. So for spread, you're just going to be able to run the option plays as is in any mode.
Awesome. Well, in terms of gameplay, we don't have any to show you guys today, but I am planning to have, in the test build that we have, some of our game changers will be recording some gameplay for you guys that we'll be able to showcase a lot of the new stuff that's coming before the season launch, so you guys can stay tuned for those videos coming up before the game actually launches. So we'll have some actual content to show you guys besides just the screenshots.
None for me this year, guys.
So in terms of competitive modes, I think we've covered a few big things, like as far as like the rewards were probably the biggest thing for me. The fact that you're going to be earning rewards towards the best players in the game,
I'm
no
definitely
matter
gonna give it a
which
chance,
game
man.
mode you decide to play. Can you give us any other information
This
as
stream
far as
just wasn't a
competitive
home
goes?
run like it needed to be.
Anything else that you want to share?
I guess as another little notch to Overdrive, there was a lot of feedback around the progression of leveling captains and coaches over the past season, how difficult it was. So I've made an effort to kind of basically not overrun you, but provide a lot more opportunities for you guys to be able to level up captains and coaches, whistles and patches, frequent throughout the game, all different ways to get them. And then we talked a little bit about the global rewards. Each of the individual competitive modes has their own rewards that kind of benefit you in that game.
Okay.
Or that way of playing. So like Arena, for example, as you climb the divisions, you're getting these different tokens for each division, right? And you're going to use those to unlock sets. And also, after every match, there's a chance you can get an additional token. There's a bunch of stuff in there, basically, to progress your team in a way that benefits the traditional head-to-head way.
Okay.
Where Overdrive, a lot of the milestone completions, not milestone completions, the division rank ups, division end-of-season rewards, those are going to, same thing, they're going to give you a lot more patches and whistles to keep progressing your team in Overdrive.
Okay.
We basically want to help you out the way that you've chosen to play, all while working towards that overall head-to-head, competitive token player sets.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. So one question I did have, so power is going to be something that is used in all game modes, competitive game modes. So whether you're in League versus League, whether you're in
I think it's July 30th.
Arena or Overdrive, you're gonna have power. Do we have a definition yet on what power does that we can share?
So power will function similar to last year.
Okay.
It is a, you go up at the beginning of the match, your power versus your opponent's power. The amount of OVR contribution that you're getting is going to be different per mode, and that's something we're tightly going to be watching and balancing.
Okay.
We don't want to end up where it just feels like the rich get richer, right?
Right.
Competitive is all about, my effort invested, whether it's, purchasing packs and stuff, or time, or sweat equity, all that kind of stuff.
Sucked,
so it's really something that we know is a little volatile.
Was exciting,
but it's going to be tuned per mode. It's going to be tuned based off a lot of analytics that we've got from our.
This is supposed to be the pinnacle of streams.
Well, I think unless you have any other tidbits or anything you want to share on competitive.
I think we've covered just about everything.
Everything? Okay. I'm sure there's questions, as there always is, and make sure that you guys ask those questions. I'll have my normal feedback threads on Reddit and Mutthead. Also, your questions through the stream. I will try to go through and pick those out if I can, and we will try to get those answered in tomorrow's Gridiron Notes. Beyond that, let's do a quick giveaway, and then we'll do the Madden Mobile Minute. Who do you want to give away?
All right. Yeah, I mean, the changes to League, let's just be honest. They talked about competitive modes, but the idea, like one of the first things they talked about was an inactive commissioner can be removed. How competitive is that league if their commissioner is inactive and needs to be forcefully removed? To me, that's not something that, it's a nice quality of life feature for some casual leagues that may have that issue. But on a stream called competitive game modes, that's not a value-added piece of information, in my opinion. Things like better rewards, that's helpful. Things like the automated spin, where you can basically that is cool. I'm gonna give it props. I like that. No, because trust me, there have been times, guys, where I had to set an alarm to wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to spin. That sucks, man. So I am excited that they can auto spin. They're still doing the giveaway. I mean, Witty, I'm sure there's more casual leagues, but I would argue that the top 1,000 leagues probably spend a heck of a lot more money.
Night Trim, you're
Nope, no, they're still doing the giveaway. Yeah, I'm sure there's more casual leagues, but let's be honest, who spends the money? Who spends the money? I mean, you know, the guys in the 10,000 ranked leagues that this late in the year have 85 teams, I don't think that's who EA should be courting with their competitive game modes. It's just not. It's just not. From a business standpoint, as greedy of a company as EA is, I'm just looking at it from a pure business standpoint and thinking...
Let's do a quick Madden Mobile Minute recap.
Here we go, HSD. You sum it up for us.
So here's your Madden Mobile Minute. Today we brought on John Hartzell and Jeffrey Younger, who's next to me right now. We talked about changes coming to leagues first. There's going to be some new features for leagues. There's going to be new achievements, which are going to be daily and weekly achievements, allow you to get nice rewards throughout the season. You're also going to have the ability to help your league members with different areas of the game. They're going to request help. You'll be able to give them that help through different screens and being able to contribute additional things for their time. There's going to be quality of life improvements. You're going to be able to activate as a commissioner your auto search for league versus league tournaments, as well as set members as inactive or active. Additionally, inactive commissioners are going to have the ability to be removed by admins and replaced so that you don't have to lose that league if your commissioner goes away. After leagues, we talked a little bit about the head-to-head modes and competitive modes coming this year. We've got Overdrive back in its regular format. We also have a new head-to-head arena, which is going to be a rework of the Blitz tournaments from last year. So there's going to be a lot of exciting rewards. One of the big news for all competitive modes is they're all going to contribute head-to-head tokens, which is going to be one currency you're going to use to acquire the best players in the game. So no matter how you play competitive, you're going to be able to earn rewards for the same best players in the game. So it doesn't matter if you want to play Overdrive, doesn't matter if you want to play head-to-head or league versus league, you're going to be able to earn the same rewards. Those are the things we talked about today. We've got a stream coming up in 2 weeks to talk about the new captains and coaches and a mystery reveal, so stay tuned for that. And that is your Madden Mobile Minute. All right.
great promo.
Boom. Done. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning into the stream. We will be back in 2 weeks. Look out for my feedback threads. Younger, thanks for coming on the stream. We'll have you back in 2 weeks because you're going to talk about some other stuff. We'll have a surprise guest as well.
All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up. They gave their Madden Mobile Minute. Going to give my kind of final thoughts. Then I'm going to shut it down, take off the YouTube uniform, and get back to work because I do have some stuff I got to do. But, yeah, I mean, overall, look, I am still excited. I am still going to play Madden Mobile 20. Trust me, when it drops, guys, I'm planning on giving this game my all at the beginning of the season, trying to break down things, give you guys the tips, break down, play breakdown videos, defensive strategy, all that stuff. I'm going to give the game a chance. I'm just saying, compared to last week's stream, I had to give it to EA. It was a good stream where they talked about how you could level up your players by using them. But just as I said, the competitive game modes, I would have expected more from this stream as far as the information that they gave us. And for them to say, look, competitive game modes, let's just, look, I get it. Witty, I get that you think that everybody's being negative, but can we just be honest for a second, Witty, okay? You have a competitive game mode with no leaderboard. Do you think that's right? Witty, and you guys who are saying that I'm being too critical. A competitive game mode with no leaderboard at launch. That's something that it just wasn't important enough for us to get it there day one. No, I agree. It can't be worse than this season. I'm excited. It's good. I hope it's going to be a better game. But on day one, you have a stream dedicated to competitive game modes, and there's no leaderboard for competitive game modes. No head-to-head leaderboards. I can't imagine they did away with league leaderboards, too. Although, I feel like for a time being, last year, they might have actually done that. But no, look, how do you not have a leaderboard in competitive game modes? I'm sorry. That is unacceptable. They said League Survival. I didn't like League Survival, but they said basically it's not there. It may, we're working on it. They just said so many different things. They just said so many different things that just make me seem like it's not going to be a finished, polished game at day one. I am still excited. I think it is going to be better than Overdrive. I'm glad that things are coming back. But all in all, I just, this was just a pretty meh stream for me. I do think it's going to be better. I don't think it's looking very finished or polished. But, at the end of the day, when I think of that, maybe, it's us nuts who play the game all the time that are going to be there from day one. And then, of course, they're going to push out when the actual NFL season starts. I hope by the time the NFL season starts and they start running their ads during NFL games and doing things to try to get people to play, I hope that they have it to a good state, because I want this game to succeed. So anyways, guys, look, I get another 2-week break. Again, I'm going to hit it hard once the game is out. I will be dropping tons of content back to the daily stuff that you guys who have been here for a while are used to. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys July 25th. Same thing, viewing party here on the channel. And yeah, I love you guys. Thanks so much for coming out, hanging out with me for this viewing party. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. CHF out.